Florida's spring ended much like its fall without a victory. Okay, the spring game ended in a tie, but for these Gators, there was still much to chomp about. At the top of the list, how about that new look, no-huddle offense, which impressed under its brand new offensive coordinator, Kurt Roper.
Extremely pleased with the day offensively in 15 practices, how far we've come, and I think I attribute a lot of that to Kurt Roper and the offensive staff and the job they've done. And our kids have been very receptive. They've got confidence in what we're doing, and I think it's a good fit. I really do.
We feel like it's a new start, and playing in no-huddle is just, there's something about it where you can get rolling, and it's been a lot of fun, and I think our guys have had fun making big plays.
The passing game, we've really narrowed things down. We've simplified things for our receivers, for the quarterbacks, is the amount of reads and different things we're doing. So I think Kurt's just done, and one of his strengths, and one of the reasons why I hired him was his the development at the quarterback position. I think the guy's really, really good.
So first impressions were good on the offensive end, but it came with a caveat, as the Gator defense for a change is young and banged up. Its best two players, defensive back Vernon Hargraves along with linebacker Dante Fowler, sat out the orange and blue game, but that wasn't all bad for Florida's defensive-minded head coach.
We needed the young guys to play a bunch of snaps today, and we knew that going in. So I think you go into a day like today, get some answers, answer yourself some questions about where you are and how far you need to go. But more than anything, sometimes for those young players to understand how far away they are. And sometimes they get a little bit of a skewed opinion of where they are.
Muschamp expects the defense to come around with like a playmaker or a three to step up on offense, which plans to use many more Gators next fall. But already there are some early signs of life on special teams. Kicker Austin Harden, who struggled mightily last fall, was a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals in the spring game after not converting a single one from over 40 yards last season.
He's just been more consistent with his plant foot. He's been more consistent with his swing motion of kicking through the ball, and you more consistent of his fall through falling forward. You see too many times last year he's fallen off to the left on everything. Well, that causes you to overcompensate, pull it, push it, and so he's been more consistent in kicking the ball.
So at the end of the day, lots of spring progress for the Gators and Will Muschamp. An added bonus, no major injuries, although
we still got to get him out of the locker room, So.
Mission accomplished on that front. Now the mission is for these Gators to keep working hard until fall practice rolls around.
Older players understand the importance of this time of the year, of understanding in all three phases, taking the next step schematically, being in shape, being ready to go, understanding what it's going to take to be successful in winning this league.
Muschamp needs to win in a big way, but is hopeful after a progressive spring fling, his Gators will prove last season was merely a hiccup. In Gainesville, Mike Neighbors for CST Tonight.